The Great Lakes St. Lawrence Seaway System. 3,700 kilometers of direct deep water access from the western shores of the Atlantic to the very heart of North America. It forms a gateway for international shipping between the world's richest markets and the continent's extensive agricultural and industrial resources, vibrant cities, and thriving consumer base. The Seaway since 1959 has had a greater than 99% reliability rate. At the same time, it has handled ships from over 50 nations, nearly 200,000 vessel transits, over 1.5 billion tons of cargo, with an estimated value of more than $250 billion. Geographically placed to benefit international commerce and effectively managed by the St. Lawrence Seaway Development Corporation of the United States and the St. Lawrence Seaway Authority of Canada, the Seaway is a profitable transportation route for all who use it.
And the main scope of our activities in the past 25 years or so has been connected with the Seaway. I can name, but won't, other ports in the United States which are more costly than Seaway ports and less labor effective. There is a big future for the Seaway, and I would like to think that we in FedNav are going to be a part of that.
40% of the U.S. industrial output and over 60% of Canada's surround the Seaway system. This includes the headquarters of nearly half of the companies on the Fortune 500 list. Such proximity greatly increases the efficiency and cost advantages of using this route, especially when compared to shipping overland and through coastal ports. But then, the Seaway and its ports are known for saving time, and that means money.
The St. Lawrence Seaway and its ports provide timely, cost-effective service for agricultural products, steel, bulk commodities, and items such as project cargo, heavy lift, machinery, equipment. Those items could probably not be shipped as efficiently, cost-effective, or in the case of heavy lift at all, by other ports in the United States.
While the Seaway system's efficiency is partly the result of geography and proximity, it is also the result of responsive ports and quality people who know and meet their customers' individual needs.
Customers require different kinds of services for different products in different locations, and that's what we provide in the different ports in the Great Lakes. It is most important for any potential user to come and see what we can do in the St. Lawrence Seaway system, in the ports, whether they're Canadian or American ports. We are here to learn from you and help you make business better, easier, and more economical.
Direct, timely, and cost-efficient shipping. That's what the Seaway system offers. Whatever the cargo, savings can be made. For example, steel shippers can save from $3 to nearly $50 a ton by routing their steel through Great Lakes ports rather than East or Gulf Coast ports. That's a real bottom line. That's what makes the Seaway the logical choice.
From our perspective, we find that shipping via the Seaway, when we're going to foreign markets, is absolutely imperative, because the cost of handling merchandise such as our products to Tidewater and via rail and then moving in ships is very prohibitive. The same thing would apply to an importer of merchandise into Canada or the United States.
Seaway port users also have far fewer weight limitations, size constraints, multiple permit problems, and other restrictions that complicate overland routes. These facts alone explain why so many goods are shipped along the Seaway. Iron and steel, coal, iron ore, coke, aggregates, fertilizers, industrial compounds, and grain.
The United States and Canada are the world's premier exporters of grains, and it's critically important that we move the product from the prairie region, where it's grown so abundantly, to the nations that require the grain, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Russia, Africa, Asia. It's our job to move product to market as cheaply and as quickly as possible. There's no better way, no cheaper way to do that than waterway system. That's why we've located so many of our facilities on the St. Lawrence Seaway.
Heavy lift shipments and project cargoes are especially well suited for the Seaway system. Whether the cargo is machinery or industrial components, Great Lakes ports can provide shippers the least cost routing. In addition, the ports have state-of-the-art warehousing and storage facilities, distribution areas, and many have foreign trade zones. One advantage of the Seaway is that it lies at the heart of an ideal transportation network. This can be seen by its extensive intermodal connections. Ports along the Seaway are linked with factories, mills, and markets by a vast network of railroads and highways. In fact, more than 40 provincial and interstate highways connect ports with key cities throughout Canada and the United States. Compared to coastal ports, the Seaway system has 3 times as many intermodal highway connections, far greater access to far more destinations. Rail connections are also easier and more extensive in the Seaway system. With nearly 30 railroad companies serving U.S. and Canadian ports, movement of bulk, break bulk, and heavy lift cargoes is both timely and efficient. And for many parts of the world, the Seaway system is the most direct overseas route to the center of North America.
Stolt-Nielsen started at the same time the St. Lawrence Seaway did, and every year we've grown together. Stolt-Nielsen operates 4 vessels sailing continuously back and forth between the North American and Canadian central industrial heartland and the European continent. The St. Lawrence Seaway enables us to get our customers' products back and forth into this industrial heartland at a cheaper price than they could using the U.S. Gulf or U.S. East Coast through barges and rail.
The heart of the Seaway system is the lock. These sophisticated modern facilities allow ships to travel vertically from sea level at the Atlantic Ocean to 184 meters above sea level at Lake Superior.
Substantial sums of money have been spent in recent years to improve traffic control in all of our regions. The traffic control centers are a state-of-the-art of technology in the field of closed-circuit television monitoring, alphanumeric traffic monitoring, marine radio control, and also telecommunication.
The Seaway has a keen awareness of the waterway's environment, and we're prepared to act to limit any damage that may result from an oil or other hazardous substance spill. We have a comprehensive emergency response plan. It reflects the latest in computer technology that would enable us to immediately respond and contain and limit any damage that may result from a spill, with minimal delays to shipping.
From the opening of the Seaway in 1959, modernization and technological innovations have been part of what makes the system so effective and useful. The latest of these innovations is an electronic data interchange project called the Seaway Automated Information System. It can link shippers, brokers, customs offices, ports, and terminals in the lakes with markets worldwide. This service is designed to assure cargoes arrive at destinations faster and easier than ever. The Great Lakes St. Lawrence Seaway System is a unique passage, one that links Canada and the United States to the entire world, and one that opens a direct and accessible gateway to and from North America.
And for international customers who want access to the heartland of America, I think the Seaway system is still the best way for them to try to market these products, to get these products to where they should go.
This global perspective is what makes it one of the most reliable, efficient, and economical transportation systems on Earth. It's a smart route to investigate, a wise one to use. The Great Lakes St. Lawrence Seaway System, the competitive edge leading shipping into the 21st century.